So VIP Wigs seems to be on a roll with these fire wigs. Today they sent me over a nice new package. And speaking of package, they have the best. They have the combs with their logo and bows. You get a wig cap, a set of 2, and then you also get your elastic. The box was amazing and nice hard quality. And then your wig is in a nice dust bag and is protected with plastic and all that greatness to keep it, you know, intact. So I was a little bit nervous because this wig is very short. I love the curls, I love the sheen, I love the texture, but I was a little bit nervous. So I slowed it down a little bit so you guys can get a good look at what it looks like. Very, very beautiful. It comes with baby hair. Everything about it is just nice. So on the inside you have 3 combs in the front, 1 in the back, adjustable straps, and even as a bonus they add your elastic for you. So the tag attached lets you know that it's a jerry curl texture and it's 10 inches. And here I am giving you a close-up of that elastic that they added. Now they did give you a piece of elastic, and here I am also cutting off the back excess lace and adjusting the straps because these are the 2 things that you probably won't be able to do with the wig on your head. So I took off the wig I had on with a little bit of water and it came off like nothing using the Got to Be Glue method, and then I cleaned off the area with a little bit of alcohol. I'm so sorry about that. I get mine from CVS and it's a spray bottle, so it's convenient and it works right in with my hair kit and all my other stuff. So here I am slowing it down again so you guys can see the texture of the hair. This is like one of those things where you just fix the hairline and leave the ends. I swear to you, it's so soft. The texture is so nice. The texture is called Jerry Curl, and this spray bottle is everything. I have it linked down below. I've been obsessed for like the last 2 years with the spray bottle. You bring a regular spray bottle in my house, I'm not using it. I use it for literally everything. My hair, my daughter's hair. I have one with cleaning products. I have one that I use to water my plants. You know, it's everything. So I went ahead and gave the wig a nice spray down with just water. I kind of just wanted to see what it looked like wet. A lot of times when you get a fresh brand new wig and it's a natural texture, it's a great idea to co-wash it. Since I chose not to, I still wanted to, you know, see what it would look like soaking wet, see what it looks like when it dries naturally. I'm being goofy here, and I also slowed it down again so you can get a look at that texture. So the wig is pretty much nice in the front. It's kind of pre-plucked, but I kind of like to break it up, especially in the center, so it's not just so perfect. I honestly did not do a whole lot to the front. I kind of just, you know, broke it up in the very center, but I didn't go ham or do anything crazy. Next, here I am taking off that lace. Really love the way the sideburns lay on this one. It's not too thick. You know, you can already have a natural sideburn situation without even having to pluck anything. But once the lace was off and, you know, perfect around my ears, it's time to go ahead and bond this baby down. So you kind of place it and see like where you want it to sit on your forehead. Make sure your ear tabs, aka your sideburns, are going to work out. I'm going to be using the black Got to Be Glue to glue down my sideburns. And I just get a nice healthy amount. The difference between this one and the yellow one is the yellow one will make it look cakey and flaky. This one will not do that as much. Also, the yellow one has a stronger hold, so it's kind of like, you know, a catch-22, if you will. They both have a trade-off of, you know, having a strong suit and a weakness. So I just hold that down. I probably held that down for about a minute or 2. I really did not want to use the blow dryer because it will make it look cakey and flaky even with this one, but it has been my favorite way to bond my wigs down lately. And like a genius, I forgot to add the freeze spray around the hairline. So normally you add the freeze spray first around your hairline, and you add a little bit of gel just to the sideburn area for a little bit of extra hold. You let that, you know, rest or whatever for at least 30 seconds, 15 to 30 seconds, and then you apply the lace on top. I like to use a rat tail comb, the metal side, to kind of press it in, and a blow dryer on cool setting to go ahead and to just melt that in amazingly. But again, I'm having issues with the blow dryer just because it does make it look a lot more cakey, and I don't want that look today. So here I am separating the baby hair, or what I am using as baby hair, from the rest of the hair. And I am going to kind of use the pull method to tweeze out a little bit of this hair. But if you don't want to do that, feel free to just leave it as is. You guys can see I barely tweezed anything out and it already had a nice start for you. So if you are a beginner, don't feel intimidated and don't feel like it's necessary to go ahead and tweeze out the hairline if you are afraid. So once you have it to the thickness that you like, go ahead and trim it down. The shorter the better, in my opinion. I like it even shorter than this normally, but I don't know, I've just been stuck at this length, but it looks a little bit better if you go down like half of this, if that makes any sense. So I'm just using that Got2b glue gel, and I like to go against the grain and like apply it to the actual hair and the baby hair. I just feel like it gives a nice complete finished look to the hair. And here I am doing something a little bit different than I normally do, and I am using a comb, a small fine tooth comb. I kind of just sprayed it with a little bit of water, and it kind of was working, but it wasn't giving me what I wanted. And I've got so much gel caked up on my baby hair brushes. I've got to clean them or order some new ones or something, but I'm just not pleased with the way my baby hair has been looking because they are dirty. So I used this brush. This one I got from Sally's, and it pretty much, I believe, is a manicure brush. And I like the way it came out. Again, I've just been in crisis mode this week with my baby hair. It hasn't been as flawless. It hasn't basically been my best work or as flawless as I like it to be. Still good, but just not what I'm used to. So I gotta go back to the drawing board and change up my products and application a little bit, because I'm just in a point where I feel like I've done better. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and trim down the sideburns and, you know, add a little bit of powder. I don't know what possessed me to use this brush. I like trying different things, and this was, I guess, a great idea at the time, but I definitely would not use this brush again. But it served the purpose and did what it was supposed to. You kind of just apply that wherever you feel necessary to make the lace blend in with your hair. Go ahead and use your fingers to rub it out, blend it out a little bit so it's not just there. And in this process, the hair began to dry up. I didn't mind this. I just literally wanted to see what the hair looked like when it was wet, what it looked like when it would dry with no product, and just see for myself what type of hair and what texture I was dealing with. So I went back in and wet it down again. This time I'm going to add my wet, and this is a product that's going to help to make it not look so blow dried when it dries up. It's going to still have this nice sheen and this you know, beautiful jerry curl texture without you know, even being wet. I put a little bit of that along the hairline. As I said, I've been having issues with the cakiness on the hairline, so a little bit of an oil or a wet product usually will cancel that out. Now be advised, if you're using something like Got2b glue and you apply oil on top, it will kind of, you know, loosen it up. I haven't had an issue where it literally lifted it, but you know, just be advised that if you wet your baby hair when you have Got2b glue, water does remove it. So also something that I've been doing is putting a little bit more attention into my parting. I almost never do anything with the parting except for add powder, but you know, when sometimes I'm pleased with that, but then when I look in pictures, it just like the frontal or the hairline area looks so flawless, and then that parting just looks so wiggy. So I'm finding that tweezing it or doing something to it just to open it up and get rid of the dots. Even if I bleach the knots, just making it not be so thin has helped it to look a little bit more natural. This is something I'm going to continue to do here and there, and as I do it more, I'll perfect it a lot more. But I just find that that powder and that parting is not enough with every single wig, and you kind of need to customize that as well. It's almost like you want to thin it out at that area. You don't want any bald spots or patchiness, so you should go slow and be a little bit more careful than I am. But like I said, I just want it to be, you know, not like a ready-made wig and just look a little bit more natural. So with this process, please take your time. This is the easiest way to put a hole in your lace. if you do accidentally put a hole in your lace, all you have to do is just repart it, move the part over. If you got to shift your wig to make it recentered, that is fine. But here I am just taking a brush and just kind of brushing against where I tweezed so that I can pull out all of the hair that I tweezed. Because the hair is styled and it's curly, me tweezing the parting, it kind of is like the hair that pulls from the root or from the lace just sits there until you kind of brush it or comb it and pull it out. So I'm taking that same powder I used for the hairline, applying it to the parting, and yeah, use your fingers to blend it out and you should be good. And that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed this wig. I was a little bit nervous. The last time I was sent a wig this short, I went ahead and dyed it because I felt like it needed some personality, but I really loved this length and this texture. I think it's super gorgeous. It's super fun. It actually looks pretty natural. Like, I really love this on me. Also, I went in at the very end and added a little bit of a wax and just brushed that in. I did not want to use any heat since the hair is wet, but I wanted something to kind of slick that down a little bit but still keep a little bit of a wavy texture at the hairline. And that's pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to check out VIP Wigs. All the information on this wig and the website are linked in the description bar, as well as a list of everything I used. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for almost 97,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We're almost, what, 3,000 away? It's coming, baby.